So students, we were on question number 1 and I explained you that why over here this is informal and the second one is formal, right? So I hope you understood the difference between the formal language, neutral language, and the informal language. Now we come to question number 2. Students will be discussing about this. Here are some types of writing that you may need to do in the writing test. So as we know that in the writing test we have two questions, wherein one question asks you to do the essay writing and all these things. Take the types of writing that you have already done in your language. Your language means in your own words, not in your mother tongue or any other language. In your language means in your own words. So students, here also CAE is also promoting the thing of doing self study, so I want you to follow that. So what I would suggest you, so students, as you can observe here, writing skills are given, okay? So an essay for a teacher, so this you can do in your whole of this, you have to do in your what, in your composition book, right? Don't panic, I'm not giving you burden, okay? I'm not burdening you with this. I'll explain you how you can go about this without burden, right? So what you can do is, in your composition book you will write an essay for a teacher, and this will be one page. Don't write more than one page, okay? So today you are going to write an essay for the teacher. Tomorrow you write a letter of complaint, example, to a newspaper. Then day after tomorrow you can write about a proposal, and next day you can write a report to your manager, and the next day you can write a review, okay? So in short, I'll be explaining you. In one day you don't need to do so much, obviously it's a lot of things. I'll not force you to do all the things in one day, so we'll be going part wise. So today, that is Monday, you're going to do the first one. Tuesday you'll do the second one. Wednesday you'll do the third one. Thursday you'll do the fourth one. Friday you'll do the fifth one. So students, all this you're going to do in your composition book, okay? Composition book is nothing but your writing skills book, right? So I'll explain you essay. You all know, students, the format of essay and everything was explained to you all. A letter of complaint you have to write to a newspaper, to the editor of the newspaper. So a complaint can be anything. So a complaint can be about stray dogs, complaint can be about water problem, complaint can be about electricity, complaint can be about cutting of trees in your locality, complaint can be anything, okay? So a proposal example, on how public transportation could be improved. So a proposal is also actually a kind of this only. So you'll have to write a proposal on how you have to persuade them to improve the quality of transportation, public transportation. So proposal is actually a persuasion, how you will persuade your municipality. So that persuasion means how you will bring them into a belief that it should be improved, okay? Report, you'll already know, you can write a report to your manager. And a review, all this, if you want, you can use Google also to gather extra information about it. I'm not telling you to copy paste, you can be inspired, that's a different thing, but don't copy paste, students. I want you all to understand, I want you all to gather extra information, and both based on that extra information I want you all to write, okay? And don't panic. 1 to 5 questions are there, you all will do one question one day, okay? Now we go to next one. So it's like, work with a partner and discuss these pieces of advice relating to formal writing. If necessary, modify the pieces of advice to make them appropriate. So you have to discuss Okay, so discussions, as I told you earlier, also no need to write the discussions anywhere. You can simply just discuss it with your family members and everyone, right? So this is question 3. Okay, so y'all will discuss it. Y'all will let me know through the comment section that y'all have discussed. If at all y'all have made, it's not compulsory to make a video of your discussions, but if y'all want, y'all can send me a glimpse of like 1 minute, 1.5, 2 minutes video is more than enough. Okay. So we'll just go that we have to discuss what I'll just discuss it with you first in short. So it's given like pieces of advice related to formal writing. So they have given you 1 to 6 pieces of advice related to formal writing, but you have to if you think you have to modify, if you think if it is correct, that you have to do it, right? So here we have, uh, so first one is avoid verb contractions. So it is not usually appropriate to use verb contractions in formal writing. We know contractions is like if I say I cannot come. So this is I cannot be able to make up to the school tomorrow. So this is a formal way. But if I say can't make, so I'm just there's a contraction, so cannot has become can't, right? Cannot has become can't. So this is what is contraction, wherein you are this is a whole word. Just a minute, this is a, what is happening? This is a whole word, but you have made it short by using contractions can't. So in formal writing, you can't use contractions. You have to use the whole word, right? Okay. So the second one is avoid phrasal verb. So the thing is, try to avoid phrasal verbs in in formal writing. Sorry, although sometimes there are no alternatives, or the alternative would sound too stilted to be appropriate. Like phrasal verbs. I think you all know what is phrasal verbs. We have been doing phrasal verbs in the reader also, in the CAE also. Last year in the CAE we did a lot of phrasal verbs. So I think you all know what are phrasal verbs, right? A verb with a verb plus adverb or a preposition, okay? Like look up to, okay? This is a phrasal verb, right? Third one is never use a slang or colloquial expression. Slang, students, is a word that does not have any meaning in the dictionary, and the original meaning of it is quite different. Okay, so for example, we say she's too cool. So cool over here in the dictionary, we mean cool means anything that has low temperature, that is called cool. But cool is a slang over here. Why? Because the original meaning of cool is something with a low temperature, but I'm calling someone cool as if she is very stylish or he is very stylish. He has a certain way of a certain body language, a certain dressing style, so we call them cool. Okay, so this is a slang wherein the dictionary, the formal definition is quite different than the way we use it. Okay. Okay. So next is fourth, to keep formal layout, keep to formal layout conventions. So fourth one is layout is fixed in formal context. The layout or the format is fixed in formal writing. The format is kind of very fixed. It is not very lenient. You don't have a lot to express in formal writing, but in informal writing or not in informal writing also, when you're speaking, is there's a lot of expression and there's a lot of opinion involved. And in formal writing there's no opinion, there is limited opinion, and you do not pinpoint anybody in formal writing. This is one thing, right? Fifth one, it is particularly important in formal writing. Just a minute. informal writing to make the structure of what you say are saying is totally clear. So structure is very important in formal writing, yes, but because you are more likely to be writing formally to someone whom do you not know and with whom you do not have much shared knowledge, clarity of structure is particularly important. Structure means whatever you're saying, you should be to the point and clear, because the person whom you're talking to, mostly we use formal language with the person whom we don't know. So if you don't know the person, it is naturally very understood that you have to be more precise and more clear to the point. Okay, so when you know somebody, you don't need to be to the point always. You sometimes understand them when they use, you just know the person and you understand what they're trying to say. But this is not the case in formal writing, because you are writing to an unknown person. They won't understand you, they won't understand what you're trying to say. So that is the reason why you have to use you have to be to the point and clear. 6.1, use connecting words and phrases to help clarify the structure of, just a second, of your writing. Yes, again, it is very important in all kinds of writing, uh, but may perhaps be particularly so formal in writing as one way of clarifying structure. It's like the same thing as we discussed in the fifth one. So students, now we come to the next one, the fourth one. It is important to choose words and phrases appropriate to the style you're writing. Yes, it is very important. Rewrite the sentences below written by exam candidates using language more appropriate for formal writing. So I'm giving you some time. What you have to do is you have to rewrite. Okay. So there are certain mistakes over here. You have to rewrite and make it more correct. I'll pause it and I want you to write it. So now you'll be asking me where to write it. If you go on your next page, students, you have a little space, page number 33. Okay, you have a little space there, you can write, but do not forget to put the question number, right? You can pause the video here, okay, and start writing. Okay, so now that you all have resumed the video, I would like to give you the answers. The suggested answers are, the first one is, moreover, we are content with your staff. Having a kind and helpful personnel is important. People expect this kind of stuff. So this is actually a formal way of writing. But when you read the whole sentence, do you think it is formal? Do you think? I don't think it's that formal, because I think the sentence would sound better if it would be written. Moreover, we are connected with your staff. Having kind and helpful personnel is important. People expect this level of service. So, kind of stuff. Why should we not write stuff? Because stuff is a slang, okay? Stuff means anything, okay? So, kind of stuff, instead of kind of stuff, you will write people expect this level of service. Okay, this is more formal. Stuff you never use for formal language. You, when you talk, you use, okay, or you use it with your close people whom you know. Next. Lastly, I would like to say that the discount seems a bit smaller than the 10% originally promised. Okay, so we'll go here. Lastly, I would like to say that the discount seems rather or slightly smaller than the 10% originally promised. So here we are not writing a bit. A bit is like very more informal, okay? A bit we use like when we are talking and stuff, but when you're writing it formally, you can write it as. Lastly, I would like to say that the discount seems discount seems rather or slightly, okay, smaller than the 10% originally promised. Third one, I'm writing you this letter to your newspaper because I think you guys made a mistake the other day. I think this is very easy to point out where they are losing the track of being formal. Okay, so it will be the correct sentence will be, I'm writing you this letter. I'm writing this letter to your newspaper because I think there was a mistake on your Thursday edition. So, you guys, first of all, is a slang because I think you guys made a mistake. Here they are actually pointing out you guys. Nextly, what they're doing, they're taking this word guys. They're writing this word guys. You guys, you is inappropriate, then guys, this word is inappropriate because guys is used in slang. Guys is a slang and it's used as an informal it's used when we speak and it's used as an informal letter, right? Fourth one, interviewees responses depends on how old they were, whether they were male or female, their occupation and educational backgrounds. So I think interviewees response is dependent on their age, gender, occupation, and educational background. Now you see there's a big pinpointing out. So you see there's a gender pinpointing here, male and female. So here male and female will not come because as we know in formal writing we do not pinpoint a group of people or a community or gender or anything that that is like I am not giving my opinion, and in this case the person is giving the opinion, right? Okay, next, fifth one, and some more things I have. I would like to make a few suggestions which I hope you can take into consideration. And some more things, and some more things, no, and some more things. This is very, very informal. This is the language that you use. So instead of as some more things, you're going to write with regard to other matters. Okay, with regard to other matters, I would like to make a few suggestions which I hope you can take into consideration. So I hope you all have understood this. We'll go on the next page. Just a minute, students. I'll just try to go. I think this is the next page. Yes. So we have over here, what is there? Complete the paragraphs with connecting words from the boxes. So we have to complete the paragraph, and this you all have in reading and use of English. Okay, so this is very, very important. So you have to come to page number 33, right? Okay, so just a minute, give me a few moments, students. Yeah, so here we have, so students, you have total 16 questions if you see. So the first question is in the yellow box, the second question is in the second part is in the green box, the third one I think it's the purple one, and the fourth part is another question. Okay, this is another question. So you see it's divided and it is a paragraphs, and that means they are different paragraphs, that is why they are colored differently. So let us come to the first one. I would like you to pause here and then I would like you to read all the paragraphs in detail. So you will not read all together once. So you will first read the first paragraph, then you will read the second paragraph, then you will read the third paragraph, and the words that will fit in is given to you over here. Okay, so the words that are going to be fitting in is given here, so you have to use this word and fill in the gaps. Okay, any word that you think would be appropriate, you're going to use that and fill in the gaps. So I'll pause the video here. I want y'all to concentrate and I want y'all to do it carefully. Okay, students, so after pausing, now that you all have resumed the video, I'd like to give you the answers. So first I'll go with first to fourth. First one is firstly, second one is secondly, third one is moreover, fourth one is finally. So if you all have got this correct, very good. Next, fifth one is although, sixth one is so that, seventh one is however, eighth one is consequently. Okay, so I hope you all have done this. I hope you all have got it. If you all have got it all correct, very good, keep it up. It means that you all had read carefully. Next. Next is 9 to 16, and the answers are then, 10th one firstly, 11th one when, 12th one gradually, 13th one after that, 14th one especially, 15th one because, 16th one finally. Students, if you all have got all correct, wonderful. It means that you have been practicing CAE and you all are concentrating on the videos and you all are liking the videos. Thank you so much for that. And if you all have got some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wrong, it's okay, it's all right. Okay, no problem. And if you all have got more than 5 wrong, I think you should practice reading. You should read 1 page daily, or I should say 2 pages daily, so that you understand and you get the flow of writing. Okay, now we come to the next, sixth one. You have seen this notice in your college newsletter. So if you know that how your CAE writing, just a minute, I don't know why it happens every time. If you have observed your writing part in your CAE question paper that has been given to you every last year, if you observe, there would be a notice or anything in a box and you had to write it. So this is the same thing, right? So the first box we would like to improve the information for new students in our college website. At present, the website has lots of factual information about courses. We would like to include more advice for new students. We would appreciate your views on topics such as study skills, living in a new city, dealing with finances, and making new friends. Please write to the website director explaining what sort of advice new students might find useful. So, you have to read this. First, you'll understand this carefully. So, what is happening? They have a website, a college website. And in this college website, what is happening? In this college website, what is happening is that they want to improve. What they have to do, there are many students who come from outside and they have to improve their website. So you have to write a letter in which you are going to appreciate, or you are going to concentrate on the topic that is more relevant for the students. Okay, you have to give a sort of advice for the students that you think the students will find useful. So you have to use your own brains. And where what are the options in the advice? So if you see over here, okay, this whole thing, you have views on such as study skills. You think we should give more information to the students on the website about study skills, or living in a new city, or dealing with finances, or making new friends. What do you think, according to you, which topic, on which topic the students will have interest and will market their website, and more people will love the website? So what do you think? Okay, so this is all based on you. What do you think? And what you have to do, you have to write a letter in an appropriate style. What is the meaning of appropriate style? Means formal English. Appropriate style means formal English. And how many words you are going to write in? 220 to 260 words. And to whom you are going to write? You are going to write this letter to, it was given over here. I think it was just given. We would like to improve to the website director. So you're going to write this letter to the website director. Okay, so when you give this letter explaining on which topic the students will relate to the best, and the topics I have ticked it already, you know it over here. Okay, and you'll write a letter Inappropriate style means informal English, and the words all this you are going to do in, I hope it, I won't you won't want me to repeat it again and again, in the composition book, which is your nothing but the writing skills book, which is nothing but 200 pages. Okay, in that you're going to write this. Okay, if you watch the video carefully, you'll come to know what all you have to write. Okay, students, so all this you have to do. And as I told you earlier also, we had done a task wherein I told you to do one thing one day, right? If you observe over here, just a second, I'll explain you. Okay, so where is that? Yeah, so here I told you to do one thing one day, all this over here. If you see question 2, so it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So now you're going to do this one on Saturday. Okay, I hope you understand this. Okay, so the whole thing over here, your whole thing over here you're going to do on Saturday. Okay, so it's not a burden for you also. So I hope you all have understood this. I hope you all have enjoyed the session with me. If you have any doubts, you can email me or comment down in the comment section. Until then, take a good care of yourself, take good care of your family, eat healthy, sanitize or wash your hands after every 15 minutes, and obey your parents, respect them, and do not forget to watch the video till the end, because there are many important tips given to you all. And students, we'll meet in the next video. Thank you.